Welcome to Spaghetti on the Wall. I'm your host, Armando Leduc. We're here to explore the realms of business, marketing, and life. Ready to make ideas stick and grow them into something great? Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Managing Partners Podcast, where law firm leaders learn to think bigger. I'm Kevin Daisy. Let's jump in.
What's up, NTL? Kevin Daisy here. This is the 38th interview that we've had, so just having a great time talking to awesome people. And I have Issa here with Haddad,
yes,
right? Based out of Michigan, northern Detroit. You said north of Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit metro area.
Cool. My team met him last night, I believe.
Yeah.
And he said he has a crazy story.
She called it a crazy story.
He calls it a crazy story. So anyway,
it's a good story.
It's a good story. That's what we're here to do. Get good stories, learn, and share what we're doing here at NTL. So tell us a little bit more about your law firm, and then we'll get into the story.
So I'm a sole practitioner. I got a couple of lawyers in my office,
right.
Small support staff. I like to do criminal defense cases. Those ones you got something to fight for. I do a little bit of personal injury, but one area that I like is going after the insurance for like a fire loss. There's no medical records to worry about and decipher, and the experts are a little bit cheaper sometimes, not always.
Sometimes.
And so, that's what I do. I do criminal defense. I do a little bit of personal injury, but I also do some fire cases.
Okay.
First party fire cases, suing the insurance companies for, wrongful denials of claims.
Okay.
And the crazy story that we had last night we were talking about was I picked a jury, and on Friday it was a no offer settlement. No offer. We had some motions on Friday, and the motions ran over through Monday. And after that, then the settlement went up to $100,000. And then the next morning was Tuesday. We're picking the jury, and we picked the jury. And one of the defense's theories was he killed his own dog. And the idea was his girlfriend, told the client committed suicide a month after signing my fee agreement. I convinced the family, keep the case going. It's a good case. So he had a lot of problems with his baby mama. He had a lot of problems, with work, finances, things like that. But everything was in line. He was, getting right back on the track. His house burns down. And they interviewed the girlfriend, and the girlfriend said, the ex-girlfriend says, I think he did it on purpose. Her goal was to get him in jail so there's no more custody battle.
Oh,
You don't got to fight with him if he's in jail, right? But the son is the sole heir to this estate and this property. And one of the theories was that he killed his own dog in the fire because he come home and the house on fire. There's a dog in there, and so I'm asking the jury. Like, would you grieve more for a pet that you've had for 6, 7, 8 years, or grandma who lived to be 110 years old who lived a full life? And all the juries except one said the same or more. One guy says probably not more. He wasn't a dog owner, and so that was one of the crucial moments. Because I had them all eaten out of my hand, telling me that you don't kill your dogs on purpose. Nobody does that.
Yeah.
Okay. Not for any amount of money. And so we selected the jury on Tuesday. Wednesday was an off day. It's supposed to go back on Thursday, and we ended up settling the case between that off time and that time. And it was just crazy about that because the jury selection got me where I needed to be. Let them know how weak their strongest theory was.
Yeah.
And so they, we had experts, we had everybody all lined up. We were ready to go. And they finally made us an offer that was reasonable.
Wow.
And we took it.
Yeah,
So the crazy story is, how, people will grieve more for their dogs than grandma. And that's what it was about.
Sorry, Grandma. Love
She
you.
lived a full life.
People love their pets, man.
They love their pets. And to argue someone who loved their pets would set their house on fire for money is, not everybody's going to go for that story.
I mean, it makes sense. It proved to the jury that that's not plausible, right? So,
yeah, just take it out of there. No, you're not going to do that.
Yeah,
you're not going to kill your child or your pet.
So, Haddad, what's your .com? How can people find the law firm?
Haddlaw, HADDLAW.com.
Okay.
And based out of Detroit metro area, Michigan.
What has been big takeaways, things you've done here at NTL that have something you're going to take home and take action on?
You know, a lot of the, you know, you come to these things. I've been a lawyer going on 18 years now, and you go to the seminars and you just reaffirm the stuff you've always been doing, and it just gets you thinking more and more and more about the basics and the procedures. Because if you beat the case and procedure, you never have to get to the substance.
Yeah.
And that's one of the best things. And a lot of this is just the procedure and the preparation. And so every time I come to these, you network and you hear these great lawyers with these multi-million-dollar verdicts, and like, I want to do that one day.
Yeah. Yeah. What about marketing, operations, things like that?
You know what? I didn't go on those tracks. I stayed in the personal injury and the criminal defense stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
But the marketing, you know, the calls are coming in. I'm blessed and stressed at the same time.
I like that. That's a good tagline.
Blessed and stressed.
Blessed and stressed. Well, I love the story.
Was it crazy enough for
we
you guys?
love our pets. Oh, I have 2 dogs and a cat, so I would definitely not set my house on fire to get insurance money. So
Yeah.
I would just take the pets with me first, you know, at least. So.
That's what they do when they set their house on fire.
Yeah, that would have to be like set the house on fire and the pets were not in the house. They probably did it on purpose.
I had a crazier story, which was about 6 years earlier than this one. The lady leaves her house and takes her son's 6-month-old puppy with him, and the house catches fire a half hour later. And they argued that they took the pet out of there.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was an emotional support pet for the son who was going to go stay at his grandma's that night, his aunt's that night. And so it was they harped on that. They harped on that. That one went to jury trial, and they paid every penny that we were owed to.
Wow.
We proved that they took the pet because they loved the pet. It had nothing to do with the house fire.
Nothing to do with it. They're going to take the pet with them no matter what.
Yep.
Huh.
No.
Well, there you go. There's 2 different pet stories. So if you're looking to burn your house down for insurance money,
don't do it.
Just
don't do it.
Don't do it. All right. Well, dude, thanks so much for coming on to share. And hey, NTL still wrapping up. We got a whole nother day events tonight. So if you're out here, come say hi, and we'll see you tomorrow. So
thank you.